Alright, I'm not going to do the whole thing. Okay. It is time for some geo-guessing. As soon as I do a few things quick. Well, that's not gonna do it. Hold on. Hey, gang, let me know if you want to get in the call at any point. Enter. Okay. Put down the MPL banner, and hey, look at that. GeoGuessr's just pretty much ready to go, although it's slightly off-center for some reason. That's weird. Center horizontally. There we go. Oh, that's why it was... Because I had to make the window somewhat smaller so I can see the chat whenever people start showing up. If people start showing up, you never know. Anyway. I am signed in. I have a badge. I got a new badge. Let's see what this is about quick. You are truly an experienced globetrotter. You know, if there's a game that definitely does not need fucking achievements, it's this one. Let's do the daily challenge. Do you have what it takes to become a GeoGuessr Master Navigator? Yeah, cool. I think these are timed. Yeah, you got 3 minutes. So just put a guess down somewhere quick. Like, so that way you don't literally forget to. Bus. Hoydal. Believe we are somewhere in the Scandinavian countries. Move your tentative guess. The strategy for timed GeoGuessr is a little bit different. You can't just take your sweet old your sweet old time like some kind of grandma crossing the street. Hoydal. Maybe we should go to Hoydal, which appears to be like this way. 2 kilometers to Hoydal. I don't know how those oh, we actually can't go that way. Alright. I don't know how those crossed O's are pronounced, so I'm basically making a guess. Might be like Hyeidal? I don't know. I do not speak any of the Nordic languages, or Finnish, which is not one, I don't think, but is like in the same area geographically, roughly. Do you guys know that all... God damn it. Do you guys know that all 3 Scandinavian countries still have a monarch? Sundbotnen. Can we go to Sundbotnen? I would like to go to Sundbotnen, please. I suppose that is not in the cards. Like, I'm getting more of like a Norwegian vibe than a Swedish one. But am I confident enough to say that for certain? No, not really. I mean, I guess we'll see in a second here. Because once the timer runs out, it'll just make that guess for us, I think. Hopefully. I don't think it penalizes you as long as you have something down on the map. Hello and goodbye, Marone. Have we talked about the big day extensively on our channel? Yeah, we did. It was a little bit ago, but we did. Not nearly as much as Logic, because it's not quite as funny. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I'm gonna say we're in Norway. We were in Norway. I guess this is where the leader of the what is this person's avatar? For like half a second, I thought that was Lil Uzi Vert, but I don't believe that. I'm not even sure if that's a person or not. It is really hard for me to tell what this picture is supposed to be. Maybe it is just a selfie. Yeah, alright. Next round. Okay, we've got Zona. I'm gonna say we're somewhere in Italy. Uzi is playing GeoGuessr instead of dropping Eternal Atake. I mean, I guess you never know. You know, a subscription's only $5 a month. I'm sure you could afford it. I don't know enough about Uzi Vert's music to make like a funny haha joke about what he would say when he gets a correct guess in GeoGuessr. I feel like I should like Uzi more than I do because we're from the same state, but that's probably silly. Costa Alta. That is probably a specific place, but you know, am I ever going to be able to find it? Is the more pressing question. I don't see it on a quick sweep. Maybe we will get some more general information. Villaggio Turistico. Where the Hood at, by the way? That's a DMX song. Weird fact about DMX, a lot of people don't know this anymore. He was at one point big enough that my extremely conservative Christian mother was a fan of his music, which is the sort of thing that's just kind of inherently funny, at least if you ask me. I feel like we're further down the boot than I put us up. I think we're probably like down here, but it's admittedly. Where's Shredney and Treyway? I believe Shredney is actually like asleep because they've got a thing to do tomorrow. I'm not sure where Trey is. This is just me streaming GeoGuessr because I want to, basically, rather than Shapes and Forms, which we did not do this week because I had our apartment had a thing going on yesterday, and we did not really have the time. That show will be back at its normal time next week. The Gregory system, of course. Who could forget? I got no idea, man. Eva post at the expected times. Whoa! I got really close, actually. And I think that makes me the, like, leader for this guess now? I'm not sure. You know, they say having a consistent schedule is, like, important if you want to build a streaming audience. And that's probably true, but I feel like I almost always get more people. Oh, we are, like, super in France. Where in France? That's a question I don't yet know the answer to. But I feel like we always get more people when I just stream randomly and give people like 10 minutes notice. I don't know. Maybe it's my imagination. Circuit de Clermont? Where is... Oh. Well, alright then. I mean, I'll keep looking around, but, like... I feel like that's probably about as close as we're going to realistically get. I don't think I've ever heard of Clermont, so I had no idea. Or if I have heard of it, my stupid American brain just decided that the information was not important and it, like, just disappeared. Along with the names of everybody in Brockhampton who's not Kevin Abstract or the douchebag guy, Mir. Which, even that, I had to think for a second. France is just discount America. It's an ad for something, I'm not sure what. The panoramic... I don't know what a garabit is. Garabit, probably. Something like that. I don't like the overcorrect pronunciation, because I feel like that's way worse than just winging it and getting it wrong. It's like... Garabit sounds like a bad motherfucker from Final Fantasy. You're not wrong. I think my roommate is playing Final Fantasy right now, actually. The MMO 114. I don't know if there are any characters named Garabit, but... Oh. Yes, she is. Okay. But, if there are any, then... something. Yeah, I don't know. Let's put us... Yeah, okay. Wow, the person who got the best score on this was, like, literally right on top of the place. Loud applause. Look. You try doing this, okay? Streaming is, like, a very strange experience because you feel... What language is this? Ilasia... Ilus Yarvin Tunturihotelia. Pardon me? Should you spoil what? Do you know where we are? Because that's extremely impressive if you do. Or are you referring to something else? You recognize the language? My thought was Swedish. Is it Swedish? Opastus? Opastus information. That sounds actually in English. I think. Unless the word for information is the same in English as it is in this language. Well, fair enough. You do not have to tell me if you do not want to. The only thing I don't like being told is if somebody like goes and looks something up, and they're like, "Oh, well, I looked up the website and then it's in this city," because that's cheating basically. Ah, fuck! Is this Estonian? It looks like Estonian to me, at least. But if I'm off, I'm gonna be way off. Admittedly, I mostly know Estonian from, like, place names in Crusader Kings 2, which is not a good way to get acquainted with a language at all. But I guess I will... Hold up. Okay. For about half a second, I thought this was written in Hebrew, and I was going to die. In real life. Yeah, we're running out of time, so hopefully it's Estonia. There's a reasonably popular indie pop singer from Estonia named Kerli that I liked when I was in high school. I wonder if she still makes music. Oh god, oh fuck. I'm gonna see Okay, never mind. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna see a city name and it's gonna not be in Estonia, and I'm not gonna be able to correct myself. Hannakainen, like that's gotta be Estonia, right? Or maybe Latvia. The nearby country of Latvia. It was not. It was Finland. All right. Well, the other guy guessed Swedish, and I was actually technically slightly closer than him. So, yeah. Aren't what the hell is the Finnish language called? Sami? Sapmi? Aren't that and Estonian related, or am I making that up? Shredney would know the answer to that question, but sadly, as already discussed, they are asleep. I think. Air ride equipped. Alright. Play some Kirby up here. I've actually never played that game. It's probably pretty fun. There's a river dividing... Yeah. Liberty Cemetery. Okay, well we could be literally anywhere in the United States. That's extremely helpful and specific. Or, I mean, hell, this could also be Canada. Like, despite what some of my own fellow Americans might think, we don't have a monopoly on the word liberty. Adopt a highway next 2 miles. Okay, probably Canada, or probably America then, rather. Flying Ranch. It's my favorite flavor of Dorito. There's a old, You think we're in Texas? I've never been to Texas, but like my mind didn't go there just because it's very green here. But admittedly, that's kind of a stereotype on my part, like a geographical stereotype. Yeah, air ride equipped. We gotta be air ride equipped. I don't actually know what that means. Like, some kind of braking system, maybe? I need to, like, get a playlist for when I play GeoGuessr, because having the stream just be dead fucking silent other than my voice is a little bit crazy. I don't know what an air ride is. It is entirely possible that you know more about the... Yeah, there's a green. Maybe we're like over here. It is entirely possible that you know a good deal more about trucking than I do. Because what I know about trucking is not very much. Even though I lived in a place where trucking was a big industry for most of my life. Jan K. Ranch and Christian Camp. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe we are in Texas. Turn up a top master of ceremony like Jesus. The serendipity between you saying that and this fucking sign. Yeah, Catonville, I got no idea. Texas seems like as good a guess as any, honestly. We were in Texas. Well, thank you. Yeah, we were in, Detroit, Texas. Alright. Ascended. How did we do? Better luck next time. We got 20,000 points in total. I mean, honestly, that's not too bad. What place did we come in? Are we in the top 5? Oh, second place. You know, it only just occurred to me that because I signed up for... Of how I signed up for GeoGuessr, my dead name is just on the screen at all times when we play the game. That's a little annoying, but oh well. I need to go get something to drink. I will be right back. Let me pop up the BRB banner just so people who come in know that I didn't stop already. Alrighty. Let's try that again. There we go. I had to punch the table like that. I'm not sure what you are referring to. It's possible that something fell over in my absence. Oh, no, you know what you heard was probably me putting my cup down before I went to use the bathroom quick. That's probably what that was. Let's see. Alrighty. Let's get back to this. Heated the cup at like 400 decibel. I apologize if it was like disruptively loud. I didn't mean to do that. But yo, like, you ever get like a real tiny splinter? Like, you know it'll just come out if you just leave it alone eventually, but it's gonna hurt like fuck until then because it's tiny. I got one of those in the kitchen just now. It is bad. Splinters, not a fan. 32 smallest countries by area. There's one for you. I'm gonna do diverse world. Alright. Oh, actually, I can look something up and prepare it for the next time I do GeoGuessr. I was gonna be like, I have heard that the game soundtracks, Durr. Is that the Turkish flag? Hold up. That might be the Turkish flag. Does the Turkish flag still more... Where'd the flag go? Oh, we like... These pictures were taken on different days and they had the flag down for some of them. That looks like the Turkish flag, though. Does the Turkish flag still pretty much look like it looked during the Ottoman Empire? Because I think that's what's going on there. Tentatively, I'll say we're in Istanbul, even though we're probably not. Yes, okay, cool. What was I talking about? Oh, there's another one. Right. I was gonna be like, apparently game soundtracks, unless they're like Nintendo games, don't usually trip the copyright system. So like was gonna be like, I can turn on some, I don't know, fucking like Final Fantasy's a Nintendo property. Fuck. Hotline Miami? That might actually not be a bad idea. I doubt that Digital Devolver would really care. Although, my girlfriend does not have uBlock on this computer, so we'd have to put up with YouTube ads. I will think about this and come up with a solution, hopefully, by the next time I do GeoGuessr. I would love to just like put on the local jazz station or something. This is a weird logo for a shipping company. But I don't think I can do that without getting in trouble, cuz like what if they play Miles Davis or something? Yeah, we're in Turkey. I'm just not sure where in Turkey. Also, Zursk, you missed me getting second place on the daily challenge, and Marone managing to correctly suss out that we were in Texas despite not being American. Some of Moon's stuff? Who was Moon? Also, hello, Gogo. How you been? You haven't been here in a little bit. Not that I'm trying to call you out or anything. I'm just like, I'm happy to see you again. Kabap Dunyasi. Logistic. I wonder what the word logistic could mean. Moon produces 5 of the tracks. Ah, okay. The flat part of Turkey? Yes, Gogo is my oldest returning subscriber. You've even got like a little 1-year badge. I didn't know that was a thing. It's actually probably been longer than that at this point, but I don't know how Twitch counts it. Isn't most of Turkey? Well, no. I was about to say a very stupid thing. No, most of Turkey is not flat, because there's all this up here. I'll say we're out near Sivas, or Sivas, or however you say that. Okay, we were near Aksaray, in, Topakaya. If any of you speak Turkish, I am so sorry about how badly I'm undoubtedly butchering these names. But yeah, like... Yeah, it is almost... I was gonna say, like, I thought it had been closer to 2 or maybe even 3 at this point. And thank you for the renewed subscription. I actually got my, like, once-a-year Twitch payout last week. I was very happy about that. I've, been using that for practicals. Got groceries, got a couple, like, new shirts. Nothing super exciting. I did get, by the way, like, first of all, we're in Germany, near Heidelberg. I did get... Why do I keep losing my train of thought? Hold on. Like, if you ever go clothes shopping at a thrift store, you should look for ridiculously specific event shirts and then buy those, because that's very funny in my opinion. I found a shirt. It's got a nice design on it too, so I didn't buy it just for like irony points. But it's oh, that's cool. Do you know where it is in Germany? Because I don't remember. But it's got like a nice sort of Aztec looking design, and it's for a 1999 University of Illinois trip to Ecuador. Oh, okay. Well, you live in the Netherlands, so I figured that going over to Germany for college wouldn't be that weird. Turkey has 2 eyes. Well, they do before you cook them. There's like only a small part of Germany that you can get in GeoGuessr, and I never remember where it is. It's like 2 circles roughly somewhere in the country that are... Oh wait, we're near Mannheim too, and Mannheim's right down here. So we're like here, I think. Yeah, wow! We were like across the street. Hell yeah. But I am open to suggestions for the soundtrack, by the way, if anybody has any idea of anything that's not going to get me copyright struck. I did well on this level, 5 stars. That's kind of what I go by. Like, what I try to go by is if there was enough information for me to figure out where I was. Play some royalty-free music. You guys don't want to hear fucking, like, Tchaikovsky or whatever while I'm doing this. I could probably, like, maybe one of those, like, lo-fi hip-hop streams. Is steezy as fuck notoriously litigious? I don't know. Play the pussy. I don't think that's that composer's name, Zursk. I think you've gotten that slightly incorrect. I think you've made a small error. I'm pretty sure you're joking, but just in case you're not, I believe it's Debussy with a B. Which is arguably funnier. Wow, I don't know what language that is at all. Is this like handwritten Thai? The composer of Clit de Lune. Hey Zonks, I'm gonna fight you in real life. Hold up, was that a cat? No, it's a dog. Doggy! I actually love seeing dogs in GeoGuessr. You don't see them as often as you might think. Weird Cat. That's my new producer name, Weird Cat. Really makes you think. Zursk is a cultural icon. Hello, LB Maverick. Welcome to the show. I guess the red line running by outside provides a little bit of ambiance every now and again. I still got no clue what language this is. Like Burmese, maybe. That's a very valid guess. I do not know. Maverick is enough. Okay. Maverick. Yeah, like I don't know what Burmese looks like basically at all. If it is Burmese, that means we are in Burma, or as they call it nowadays, Myanmar. Put us down here in Yangon as like a tentative guess. I don't know how much more information we're gonna get. Although I thought Myanmar was one of the countries you could never get on GeoGuessr. Oh no, don't apologize. Like we have viewers from many parts of the globe, even with how comparatively tiny my channel viewership is. Do not ever apologize for bad English. Also, like you you seem fine grammatically and speller wise. Every language in South and Southeast Asia is just, what if we have 3 scripts for each? Yeah. I think Japanese is the craziest one. I realize that's East Asia, but that's like, it's like 3, and then also one of them's kind of got 2 slightly different forms, right? I'm not really up on my Japanese either. Kanji, hiragana, and katakana. There's an obscure one from the Middle Ages. That's interesting. There are many reasons this will never happen, but I think it would be cool if, like, Japan had, like, a Hangul style system also. I guess they use Latin for that, don't they? Or is that what one of the existing ones is, and I'm making myself look like an even bigger ignorant fool than I actually am? Sorta? Like, because Hangul, at least to my understanding, is essentially syllabic. Like every character represents a sound. Okay, katakana and hiragana are syllabic systems. My mistake. I feel like I knew that at one point, maybe even recently, and I just forgot. It's very lost. Yeah. We are definitely, like, way out here. I think I'm just gonna guess at, I think I'm just gonna go with the Myanmar guess, for lack of anything. Ooh, we were in Sri Lanka. Alright. Just kind of way out here. I will give that 4 stars, because there was enough information to figure that out. I just didn't. Send these up a lot. No, it's okay. Like I said, I think Myanmar is one of the countries that you cannot get on GeoGuessr, like North Korea or most of the PRC. Or Cuba is another one you can never get in GeoGuessr. Basically places you'd expect, not to be rude about it, but places with, you know, governments that do not particularly care for extensive outside interference. Also, Germany. There's only some parts of Germany you can get. We're in Quebec? I don't know about that one. Is this about the Finnish thing? I can't click those links at the moment. That link, I can't tell. Oh, did it do that thing again where yeah, okay. If any periods get in a sentence, it'll just be like, ah, that's a link. Often, it's not. Yeah, that's fair. Just like, that's not a you problem, that's a Twitch problem. Man, I got no idea where we are. Kamari. Ah, of course. Cancel the bourgeois. I mean, I don't disagree, but I'm not sure what that has to do with Kamari. Cancel me? Yeah, I've heard that. Like, there are some parts of Germany is like I said this a little bit ago when we got a German guest, but like there's two like circles kind of um with the again, I've gotten my train of thought left the station before I could board it. There's like two circles basically in Germany that you can get if you like lay them on the map, but I never remember where they are. And then the rest of the country you will not ever get in GeoGuessr. Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Like you said you were Belgian, so it's probably trying to correct English to, whatever the phone manufacturing language was, which I imagine must be annoying. Yeah, uh, that's very good actually. Oh, are we in fucking Finland again? See, earlier we got Finland and I thought it was Estonia. Classic mistake. Yeah, for anybody who's curious, I live in Chicago, which uh, is a large city in the United States. I think most people know that, but I'm honestly not sure how well known Chicago is outside of the U.S. And there's basically we have a light rail, which is basically just a subway system but above ground instead, and it runs like literally right by my window. Like if I wanted to be a real creep, I could pull up the blinds and like wave to the people on the train. Occasionally, some of the other people that live real close to the track forget that they do, and I will see someone like doing something embarrassing in their window. But whatever. All right, weirdo. I don't know how much more information we're gonna get out of this. I'm just gonna guess Finland. That time we were in Estonia. I'm fucking angry. Also, hi, Bird. I don't think I said hello to you. Chicago is known for mob culture. Gosh, I mean, long ago, I suppose. No, 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 no. Like, I know you didn't mean anything by it. I guess, like, that's one of those things where, like, You know, if you talk to at least certain kinds of Americans and you talk about like Japan, they'll be like, "Oh, samurai." It's sort of the same thing. There is still gang activity in Chicago. Don't get me wrong. It's not the mob. Uh, there's a lot of like down in the south side of the city. There's a lot of like block by block gangs and larger ones. You can get like the Black Pea Stones and stuff. But that is all stuff I know about. But thankfully, I've never encountered personally. You know. I think the closest I've come to having to deal with any criminal activity since I moved was a guy trying to sell me weed on the train once. Chicago is well known here for Chief Keef. He is one of our best exports. Fun fact: I got in a Reddit argument with Chief Keef once, like several years ago. Um, I don't even remember what I said, but I was like, I think I was like mildly negative on a song that he released, and he called me a fuck something, if I remember right. Argument's a strong word. He basically just told me to fuck off, which, you know, fair. Swedish pantry, Swedish and American cuisine. Pardon me? I wonder if we're in Pennsylvania. Downtown Escanaba. Pure Michigan. Okay, we are, sorry, Rapid River Knives Factory Store. Those are a series of words. It says Pure Michigan. I like that, like, the M clearly came off somehow and somebody just drew it back on with what looks like chalk. Hello, Cherry Crescent. How are you? Road work. Next 6 miles. I mean, presumably we're in Michigan. It took me a second to figure out why everyone was saying, I sure hope it does. uh, you guys ever seen vines that keep me trapped in a time loop? Because that is one of the best videos on the internet, in my opinion. Injure or kill a worker, $7,500 fine and 15 years in prison. What the fuck? I mean, yeah, like, that's manslaughter. Is that a big enough problem that they need a sign about it? Holy shit. The Swedish USA or American Sweden? Uh, I believe, yeah, like we're in Michigan and certain parts of the country, including like this whole area and then also Pennsylvania over here have like fairly large populations of Swedish descent. So I imagine that is like a Swedish style food in America rather than the other way around. Vine is the highest form of art in the 21st century. Well, no, the thing about Vines that trap me in a time loop is that it's not actually a Vine compilation. I mean, it's partly that, but it's used to different ends, and it's one of my favorite things. Like, to come out of the internet semi recently. I do not know um, where Rapid River is. Why is Michigan City in Indiana? Welcome to the United States. Would you say it's the end of Evangelion of Vine compilations? Kind of, actually, if you stretch the definition enough. Hey, this town's called Gaylord. That's fun. This place is just called Cadillac. A lot of fun city names in Michigan, apparently. I don't know where Rapid River's at. I'm just gonna say we're down here. That's Indiana. down here. Oh, we were up in the whatever this part of Michigan's called. Is Michigan Undertale? Uh, yo, can we have a very serious conversation for a second? This should just be its own state. The umbilical cord of Michigan. Let's do another diverse world. Oh no, we're in Russia. Or somewhere else where they use the Cyrillic alphabet, but like probably Russia, statistically speaking. Oh my. Is that... Bro, there's just cows in the road. There's just cows. What are they doing? Fourth world. That's not nice. How did the Google car even get here? I mean, if you look down, it almost looks like we're like on like a Google sled or something. It's this Daisy. Oh goodness, there's like graffiti and everything. Rob! What does this mean? I guess those are Cyrillic letters, so this would be like... I don't know what this says, honestly, but I like the smiley face. Yauv? Yauv. GalaxyEDU.net. Good God, where the fuck are we? I actually kind of like getting guesses like this in GeoGuessr, because this is somewhere I will never be in person, so like it's cool to just see what distant corners of the world look like. The site is out! That's really funny. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, if I squint and ignore the Cyrillic, this doesn't look super dissimilar to Blue Mountain, like some of the smaller towns up in Blue Mountain, which is the area that I grew up in. So I kind of already got the experience of living in a place like this, and it's not, you know... There's some people who really enjoy living in the country and being close to nature and all that jazz, but I'm not one of them. Small U.S. town, but in Cyrillic. Yeah, they should probably repave the road going through town here at some point, but I don't know what infrastructure stuff is like in Russia, and it's not like it's very good in America either. Oh heck, what is a cow? This is a real fact. I used to live down the street from a lady who kept a bunch of chickens, and she didn't have like a fence or anything to keep them in her yard, so they would just run all over town. You'd be like walking down the 30-minute walk to the dollar store, and you'd just see a chicken like hanging out on the side of the highway, like daring nearby cars to hit it, basically. That woman was kind of weird. That chicken is me. Emmy is a cow, that's true. I don't think Emmy's ever been to any of my streams, but, you know, if he's here someday, we will be sure to call him the cow that he is. It sounds like I'm insulting somebody. I'm not. They just really like cows. There is no deeper meaning. Coca-Cola. I don't know why I'm looking around as though I'm going to get any more information. I guess I'm just kind of taking in the sights. Gosh, there's like... This is actually like a fairly big place, but it's so spread out. You can try reading... Is Emmy... I assume you mean questionable by that emote? No, he just Just really likes cows. He made a pretty good Mario fan game once. I don't know if that's still around on the internet. You could, but like... Oh, to my knowledge, he does. If there was a change at some point, I was not privy to it. But if somebody would, oh, they prefer they. Okay, I actually just did not know that. That is my bad. But yeah, they really like cows. That's the beginning and end of the bit there. I wonder what like the industries are in a place like this. Here, Zonks, you can try reading that. I wonder how old this sign is. It looks Soviet era to me, but that's basically just a guess. Making that mostly based off of the cool looking font. Kunstny Zulger. Huh. The industries are cows. I mean, you know, there were some back there. Maybe this is just like a farming place. But yeah, I got no clue where we are. That almost sounds Georgian to me, but that, like, if we guess down here and it's like up here, we're gonna get it real wrong. But also, fuck it. Let's go. Oh, we were in we were near Ulaanbaatar? This little town outside of Ulaanbaatar. The Bogged Khan Ul strictly protected area. Huh. You know, I've heard that Ulaanbaatar is actually like a great place to live. I don't remember where I read that now that I think of it, but I have seen it somewhere. I wouldn't mind going to Ulaanbaatar. Want to go to a Who concert? What is a Who concert? My favorite Game of Thrones Season 1 side character. Beautiful. That's an old comment, but I just realized that it was there now. Hold on. Canseda Cambio de Luces. Who is a Mongolian band? Fair enough. No, wait, don't. It's... More into Wendy's. I can't believe Zersk supports the Wendy's Corporation's problematic behavior on Twitter. You guys don't have Wendy's in the Netherlands? Really? Vulcanizadora. Don't know what that means. Do people outside of the US know that they got square hamburgers at Wendy's? Because that was kind of their defining feature before they started doing the sassy Twitter thing. I feel like... Fuck is a square hamburger? The patty is square instead of round. I fucking hate the US. I mean, I'm not gonna dispute your ability to do that. I don't know if square hamburgers are really the main reason you should do that. But hey. Casa de Sayud? Or Salud? There might be like a missing piece of L there. You know, this fight stick that my girlfriend got yesterday is just sitting over here. and I'm here wishing I could like somehow play GeoGuessr with the fight stick. I feel like I'm wasting it by not using it. They laughed at SpongeBob for his colored hamburgers. Hmm. 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 I want a Wendy's in the Netherlands so I can vandalize it. You should eat there first and then vandalize it. That's the real power move. We are clearly in somewhere that speaks Spanish, but I've got no clue where. Wait, are these cactuses? No, they are not. Alright. Because I was going to be like, if they're cactuses, we're in Mexico. Not entirely sure what those were. Girlfriend has gotten food poisoning from Wendy's like 3 times. That's weird. Generally when I hear about food poisoning, it's from Taco Bell, but I don't know what this sign says. It's too blurry to read it. But I actually don't go to Wendy's super. Well, there's 2 reasons. One is that there's no Wendy's super close by, but the seasoning they use for all of their spicier foods has paprika in it, which I am allergic to, which is unfortunate. It sucks because I like paprika. But if I eat it, my tongue swells up like a water balloon. Allergic to the most popular Satoshi Kon film. I want to see that sometime, actually. I saw Perfect Blue finally like a year or 2 ago, and I thought that was like really good. Paprika is pronounced like that? I might be saying it wrong. I'm not actually sure. I'm not even sure what language paprika is from. Because, like, the way it sounds, you'd think Spanish, but it's got a K in it, and Spanish doesn't really do Ks, so I'm not sure what language that is. Maybe it's like one of the Native American languages or something? Can I get an address? www.trucka.com.mx. So we are in Mexico. Okay. You just don't speak Midwestern American? I mean, I'm from fucking, from Pennsylvania. That's the eastern coast. Yeah, okay. 5 stars, even though there wasn't that much information there. I got sick from Chick-fil-A and I never ate at Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I get sick from Chick-fil-A every time I think about them. We got Raising Cane's down here. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like Pennsylvania is on the East Coast. Why would I speak Midwesterly when I am from the Appalachian area? Curse this Appalachian. I don't know what my accent is. It's not really a drawl. It's like a. I don't know. A friend of mine. Friend is a strong term. Friend of mine, when I went to middle school, said that I talked like somebody who didn't know how to read, which was just very rude, but also it's kind of stuck with me to this day. Aufsperrdienst. Are we in Germany again? We might be. Yeah. Oh, wait. I think this is. No, it's not. That's not Danish. Dialect stereotyping. Yeah, I would run into that. Not even so much from other Americans, but like whenever we got like British or German or Canadian tourists, because we were right near a pretty like a pretty popular mountain range for like hiking and what. Well, I say pretty popular mountain range. Little place called the Appalachian Trail, if y'all have ever heard of that. But like we got a lot of hiking tourism. Was that shield the Swiss flag? No, the Swiss flag is like a centered plus. That was a full on cross. Um, but yeah, we'd get like people who were just very nasty to us for no particular reason. I had people assume that I could not count when I worked at Wegmans. The Appalachian Trail is like one of the United States' great natural wonders. I thought you'd be familiar with that over Chicago, if anything else. People from Europe talk about. I've seen it. People from Europe talk about the Appalachians like they're the fucking, you know, seventh wonder of the world. Which, I mean, they are pretty, but like I grew up right next to them, so I guess they were just never that remarkable to me. Turek. Consider I Don't Like featuring Little Reese more wonderful than some big hills. I mean, fair. Yeah, Pennsylvania does not have too many musical exports. What are some notable musicians from near where I used to live? Fucking Asher Roth, actually. Which is back in my brain because that Todd in the Shadows episode came out yesterday, if anybody watches him. But, the I Love College guy, yeah. Lil Skies? Is Lil Skies from Pennsylvania? I don't actually know. Lil Peep is. He's from Reading. He was from Reading, I think. The most derivative dork. I actually kind of like Asher Roth. I'm not, like, a huge fan, but I like some of his other stuff. Not really I Love College, because it's a douchey frat song, but, you know. Wait, did you see Vienna somewhere? Because if you saw Vienna, we're in Vienna. Which, Austria would make perfect sense, yeah. Boom! Thank you, Zersk. It's, yeah, South Vienna, that's what that would be, yeah. Yeah! Yeah. Dave Matthews Band is from from sort of near where I used to live. You go a bit further afield, some other Pennsylvania artists. You got like Meek Mill and Mac Miller, but Meek is from Philly and Mac's from all the way over in Pittsburgh, which is on the other side of the state. So I lived down in the the southeastern part of the state near the New Jersey border. The big city from that area is Allentown, which I don't know if anybody outside of the United States knows about Allentown. Black Thoughts from Philly, yeah. Um, but again, Philly was fairly far from where I used to live. Is Khalil Beats from PA? I didn't know that. Listen, it's a good song. Where are we? Rancho Jose? Lil Dicky is from Chattanham Township. That, unfortunately, I knew. Yeah, Uzi is from PA. I don't know very much about Uzi's music, honestly. Fucking EXO Tour Life was huge. Corrupt is from Philly, but people associate him more with the West Coast because I think he's lived out there for most of his life, I think. The only rapper from Allentown that I know of that anybody cares about is King Magnetic, but he was not hugely popular. He was more of like an underground figure. Matt Ox is from Lawncrest. I don't think I know where Lawncrest is. I don't know why I said it as though the city doesn't exist anymore. It's probably still around. But yeah, I grew up outside of Allentown, and that is a place without much of a musical scene. Like there's like some dubstep people from down that way, I think, but like, you know, it's just not really my genre. And also, you get like, it's a lot of like traditional, uh, Vinny Paz. God, I do not like that man. Tierra Whack's really good though. Oh yeah, we have not mentioned Will Smith somehow and Jazzy Jeff. That's a good point. Hey, did you guys know that Will Smith's name, like, I always assumed his full name was William Smith. It's not. It's Willard Smith. That was like learning that a couple years ago. It blew my mind. Puente Limitado. Why is Will Smith bald now? Is he bald now? I didn't know that. Stop. Wherever we are, they have stop signs here. Garabatos. Also, I think after this round of GeoGuessr, I might switch over to Isaac, if that's cool with you guys. I kind of feel like doing something with my hands, as opposed to just poking a mouse around. Are we in Tenochtitlan? I don't think so. No, what the fuck? What's the matter, Marone? You don't want to see me walk into spikes 8 times over the course of 15 minutes? I don't know where we are. Like, obviously they speak Spanish here. I think... Paintball. I think we're in a tropical climate based on the vegetation, but, I mean, like, that just gives us most of South America. Spank Rock! I forgot about those guys. God. I had a buddy in high school that really liked Spank Rock. I wonder what he's doing nowadays. Still listening to Spank Rock, maybe. There were a couple people who like didn't really ever like put their music on the internet, but would like fucking sell CDs or even fucking tapes around Allentown. But as you might expect, I never listened to much of that because, you know, it's kind of a difficult delivery method. I don't know. I'm just gonna say we're in fucking Costa Rica. Oh. You can hear me dying slowly, is what you're hearing. My perfect score ruined. Why is the marker so big on this in this area? What the fuck? Now it's back to its normal size. That was weird. Hold up. What's going on here? Oh, it's just a farm, I think. You know, I don't think we've ever gotten PA, like, while doing an episode of this. Canada? It might be Canada. Might be the Netherlands. This could be many places. They are speaking Spanish in many parts of Spain. Really makes me think. There are parts of Spain where they more speak Basque. Go back to the car. Um. Ah, the license plate. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it because yeah, they usually blur these out. Y'all got yellow license plates. Hey, wait! It might be the Netherlands. To cop. Is that Dutch? Looks Dutch. Yeah, we are in the Netherlands. Hell yeah. You got any idea where Heuvel is? Heuvel? Idiot Dutch? What does that mean? Limburg. This place called Apple Doom? Oh, that's an RN. Tragic. Um, it's Canada. I know it. I'm gonna say we're in Dockham. Oh, Limburg is in the south. Okay, fair enough. I was gonna put us in Dockham just because I liked the name. We'll say we're in Bergen op Zoom. We weren't, but we were pretty close. Ah, is this the place that New Zealand is named after? That's funny. I mean, we were pretty close. The Netherlands is not an enormous country. Yeah, we were near a place called Opseldijk. Ospeldijk looks like. Yeah, 5 stars. Wow, that Spain guess really well. The Spain one and the Mongolian one really just fucking tanked it. All right. I am going to use the restroom real quick. Gonna pop up the BRB banner. Stone oven, beautiful. And some Isaac will be up and coming. Don't go nowhere. Unless you're Zursk, because Zursk is going to go play Indivisible, apparently. Ugh. Alrighty. I don't know why I turned into a pirate for a second there. Where the hell is my controller? There it is. A part of me is tempted to try playing Isaac with the fucking fight stick, but I feel like that would be more funny than good. You know what I mean? I did try playing Toho with it a little bit earlier, and that actually worked surprisingly well. I finally got the girl I cried it for 3 days in Ozzer Lane. This is Ascension. I mean, you know, whatever, pardon the expression, but whatever floats your boat. Oh, God. Unfollowed. Azur Lane, also known as Boat Girls 2. There's also High School Fleet, which is like girls on boats instead of girls that are boats. Do people not generally consider Azur Lane to be superior to fucking Cancel? Are they even the same kind of game? I'm not even sure. I tried to get into Azur Lane for a little bit, but like, I mean, that's valid, Marone. Like, what? I think that's the primary reason most people play most mobile games. So, like, you're not alone, if nothing else. Logged in? Yeah, that's fine. Cancel is more grid-based. Okay. Celebrating my 4-day anniversary with my waifu tomorrow. Yeah, you know, it's not, my favorite thing in the world, but what is this random black spot here? Is a window capture open? That's bizarre. But nobody can accuse Fate Grand Order of having a boring story, certainly. Oh, that's actually tragic. Do you mean fucking Witch Weapon? Go? Because I know what happened to Witch Weapon, which is that, like, it's hard to play, and, like, not very fun for more than a couple hours. I don't know about that, Marone. I feel like it's kind of too weird to be boring. I played a decent chunk of Fate Grand Order before I finally got sick of it. Yeah, Witch Weapon, like, it's just weirdly hard for a, like, touch action game. And also, it's extremely grindy, even by Mobage standards. Also, I am in the Witch Weapon Discord, and the localization team, quote-unquote, is one person. Which is, like, really funny to me, but also, like, God, I'd hate to be that guy, right? I think his name is probably Doug or something. I have no basis for that claim, but I've seen the guy around and he just seems like a Doug. $60. Like, I try not to judge people over these sorts of things, but that is one of those things where I just, like, don't entirely understand the idea of buying someone else's account that already has the things you want on it, because if you wanted to spend money on the game, you could just do that. I guess the idea is that you're guaranteed it, but I don't know, it just seems odd to me. It seems like a Doug. A Douglas. D-O-U-G. Not to be confused with D-O-double-G, which is Snoop Dogg's thing. Alright, get taken care of Monstro here. Yeah, like, I legitimately don't really care what most people do with their money. Unless you're, like, a billionaire not improving the world in any way, which is most billionaires. But that's kind of a different thing. They have an autoplay feature that's actually kind of funny. Which weapon does not have that and could probably benefit from it? Don't tell me to go on Chapo. I'll eat you. And not in a fun way. Eat me like you'd eat the rich. Yeah, the other reason I haven't been getting to any Mobage lately is that when I had to reset my phone, I lost all my accounts. Including in Starlight, Review Starlight Relive, which was like the only game I was actually like invested in like that. Not financially, but like in terms of just enjoying it a good amount and having a pretty well developed account. Does the Starlight one have good gameplay? I think so. It's like it's a like a simplified RPG type deal. Obviously, different people feel different ways about that kind of gameplay, but I find it pretty enjoyable. Also, the story is legitimately interesting. As a follow-up to the anime. Although I think the anime, you know, somewhat unsurprisingly, is like leagues better. Please stop talking about Vor in my chat. I realize I bring this on myself, but please. I really hope that... I realize you didn't mean to do that, but I really hope that yeets.chat is a real website. I could use, like, pretty much any kind of statistical upgrade right now. No, it's fine, Go-Go. It's just like... It's just not a thing I really want discussed here, that's all. I was hoping I would get something a little bit better than the tiny mushroom, but okay. Ugh. Oh god, oh fuck. The haunt. What the heck is teleportal? Where did you see that? God damn it! I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Feels like I'm walking on sunshine is the name of the pill. It gives you immunity for a short period of time. I do like that the name of the pill is so long that depending on what size window you're running the game in, it gets cut off by the boss health bar. Fuck me running. Alright. Well, I guess that one was not meant to be, is what I'm gonna say about that. This is an interesting one. Starting with the D4. We seem to have good stats, though, other than luck, which that's not a terribly hard one to improve. If we get into a dire situation, I can pop the D4, I guess. And see if we can, like, roll into more health or something. Otherwise, I'm not gonna touch it. This is a weirdly big first floor. The D4 is the one that changes your items that you currently have. It shuffles all your stuff around. Also, like, being confused about the D whatever items is not unreasonable because several of them do basically the same thing. The D100 also does that in addition to what it does, and so does the D Infinity, I think. So, it's not weird to be confused about what the dice items do. Blank card is a much better item, even though we don't have anything for it yet. Like, even a mediocre card will be a lot better for us than the D4, most likely. If we could get, like, a Hierophant card. Okay, well, there's a card here. The Hanged Man. Alright, well, I said a mediocre card, not a fucking terrible one, but I'll make do, I guess. Is there anything we can get with this? Needs an IRL D4. Careful what you wish for. If you answer me these riddles 3, I will grant you a D4. I don't know what this character is that I decided to do there for a second. Okay. You know what? I'm actually gonna pop this so I can hide out over the rocks if I need to. There you go. Now that's innovation. When the new update is going to come out? I think early next year? I might be wrong about that. The date has changed several times, and I do not remember what the new expansion release, like, official date is anymore. I kind of hope this is actually the last one. Like, not because I'm upset that they're making another one. It's just like, the game has been in some kind of active development since, like, the start of the decade. And, just, you know, I kind of feel like it's okay for Isaac to be over. But I guess we'll see. It's a boomer game? I mean, the most well-known Isaac Let's Player is Northern Lion, who was a 30-year-old boomer, so I suppose you're right. Boomer game. Boomer game. Egg is no boomer? I don't know about that one. It would be career suicide if I was still playing Isaac in 2014. You feel the past haunting you. No, 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 okay, cool. God, I hate that room. Let's get that this treasure chest, shall we? A key and 2 hearts that I can't use. Alright. I do wonder, like, if Northern Lion's channel is gonna be cool still after Isaac ends. I guess he's been doing other stuff for like a while now, so it'll probably be fine. Including a pretty good GeoGuessr series, if you enjoy my stuff where I do that. The Parasitoid. I like this item. Even though its name is kind of hard to say. Parasitoid? Parasitoid? I don't know. Yeah, still doing a Dicey Dungeon series, which it's one of those games that I kind of did not expect to have the lifespan that it did. Mostly because, from what I've seen, it doesn't look super fun, but, you know. I'm not going to be upset about Terry Kavanaugh getting a bit of success. Guy deserves it. Egg tears. Yeah. Oh, fair enough. I haven't really been following it. Like, I watched... I guess I shouldn't say that it doesn't look fun. It just doesn't look like it's got a long, like a long tail as far as gameplay stuff. If I could get some more keys, I would love to get at those chests. Don't take that out of context, chat.
Speed.
Wow, I actually have enough people here that I can just say chat and not be, like, basically pretending that I'm talking to more than one person. It's a beautiful feeling. More than a feeling. I like that song, actually. It's weird, which I respect. You know, I would really like to get a different card, but at least we've gotten some opportunities to make use of the Hanged Man's effect. This became an actual NL stream. Actually, I think More Than a Feeling's older than that. It's from, like, the 70s, I think. Okay. I actually can't take either of these, which is super unfortunate, because they're two very good items. Don't call us Chad. Wow, that sucks. Alright. What? I'll go back in, and you can tell me what you need to tell me. What if there's a tinted rock behind the devil? I can check. There either was not or it was empty. Tragic. Well, I guess this means we're on a deal with the angel run, kids. Are you excited yet? I do appreciate the thought, though, because, like, there are occasionally rocks back there, and I'd never think to check that. So if you were right, you would have, like, for the second time during the show, you would have ascended. Yo, I don't like these weird fleshy skeleton men. Why did they pop up at the party? Hey, that's another Chicago export, Polo G. He's, like, on the rise, right? I mostly just know Pop Out, which I do think is a good song. Weird fleshy skeleton men will be my next band name. I mean, it's not a bad band name. It's maybe a little long, but people disagree about what the ideal... Yeah, we want proptosis. Proptosis. People disagree about what, like, the ideal amount of words in a band name should be. Telepills. Okay.
Telepills.
Well, that was pointless, but whatever. There we go. Walking bone hosts are way worse. I agree. It's just that we're kind of... I mean, until we picked up Proptosis just now, we were a little underpowered. We're still very fragile. I would like to get some hearts. Speaking of hearts, I should start streaming fucking Eternal. I did a thing yesterday where I was like, hey... this game that is clearly a Hearthstone knockoff will probably be fun for like 5 minutes. And I started playing it, and I think it might actually just be good. We'll see how I feel once the honeymoon period wears off. Game is called Eternal on Steam, if you are interested in playing a game that is similar to, but distinct from Hearthstone. Art style is very Hearthstone. Game kind of plays like a weird midpoint between Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering. There's like a dynamic resource system instead of the mana crystal things that Hearthstone does. I really want to just find a better card. But I should also take the heart. I'm gonna hope that I get more money somehow. Maybe we will get, like, that paper crown item, which I'm not remembering the name of, from the boss. And we can get the card that way. Bit of a long shot, but, you know, weird things have happened. You know you're in a good place in Isaac when you're making, like, weird contingency plans that are based on, like, 5 different things happening. Although, honestly, like, with Proptosis, we don't really have much of an excuse to get super damaged here. Yeah, there we go. Mom's Pearls. It is an okay item. Oh. No. Breath of Life. One of those items that I just do not get. Like, you hit it and, like, you're invincible for a second, but if you hold the button down for too long, then it hurts you? I don't know. It's some weird bullshit. That's the main thing I know. There are good Angel Room items, but I really hope that one of the things that the new expansion does is make the Angel Rooms even, like, slightly better. Now, those Eternal chests could have given us some good stuff if we, had, some keys, but we didn't, so no use crying over spilled milk. Also, goodness, I am a little bit slow. I would like to get a speed upgrade also. Yeah, give me Hermit card. Alright. Is the water dripping actual Isaac? What do you mean? The, like, water dripping sound effect? Because, yes, that is part of the game's ambient FX. Yeah. Wasn't in old Isaac. That's true. It's, that might be, like, a recent addition? I'm not sure. Alright. I mean, it's not a bad item. I think Infamy is the first item I got when I bought Rebirth. Ah, the waifu hour has come in chat. Ah, the death card. This we can get some use out of. Hermit card might actually still be slightly better, but, you know. This chat is over. The waifu hour is like the witching hour. Nobody knows when it's gonna come, but when it does, bad things happen. Got the small rock, which actually I maybe shouldn't have taken because it's gonna make us even slower. Not allowed to speak on my Azur Lane waifu. The witching hours are fun. They are for us, not for the people who are wished upon, though. See? Getting some nice use out of it. Okay, we got a key and some money. The, like, the secret about becoming an adult is that once you have even a small amount of independent income, You can be as chuny as you like, and no one can stop you. No one but God. Well, and the police, if you do something, like, illegal and also chuny. But, you know. Just don't get caught. It's easy. I really wish I was not this slow, because going back for these batteries is a little bit of a pain in the rear end. The real dream with the blank card, of course, is the Yarrow rune, but, you know, that's one of those things that's statistically rather unlikely to happen. Sir, the court finds you guilty of doing chuny shit? It wasn't me, officer, I swear. That's not how any part of the arresting procedure works, but if you come to this show for accurate discussion of the legal system, I've got some bad news for you. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. The divorce papers, I forgot about this item. You're really gonna offer me the fucking shovel? I guess I should take it just for precedent, but I almost don't want to. I don't know. It's not one of those lawyer channels. Hey everybody, it's me, the gamer lawyer. Honestly, game, fuck your shovel. That's right. I said, fuck your shovel. Enters room without remembering how bone hearts work. Tweet my highlight post. Please do. I will retweet it when I get back on Twitter later. Be the second one from you I retweet today after the fucking, how dare you leak the new death grips. When I posted me fucking around with the fight stick in FL Studio. Yeah, let's pop these bad boys open. Ah, the goat hoof. A trinket I am rarely happy to see, but am in this instance. Now why did I use it on that wave? That was silly. Oh well. Hey, a golden bomb. It was a good post. Being funny on the internet is a skill. And some people, such as yourself, are pretty good at it. This also slows me down? I didn't know that. Well, you know how it goes. Going to save going into the curse room until after I get to the boss room. Keys. I feel like my throat's starting to get a little hoarse. Which, I don't know if that's because I've been talking a lot this week. Like, I don't know if that's because I've been talking a lot this week, or if it's because I had fucking Snyder's of Hanover earlier, which if you want to talk about something that's very Pennsylvanian, we can have that conversation. just like eating fucking salt-flavored croutons or something. I just compared a hard, crunchy food to another hard, crunchy food. I'm very good at metaphor, simile, all that stuff. We got infinite bombs. We should try to get the best item possible. I don't remember what the egg does. X-ray specs is pretty good. We can do better. Absolutely not. No. Hell yes. The evil eye. I like this item. Although it doesn't seem to be working. That's weird. Well... oh, no, there we go. Okay. Just wasn't wanting to trigger for some reason. Nah, it works. Just... I think because my luck stat is fairly low, it's not putting them out too often, but... still. Hey, I will take deep pockets. And if I could get a nickel from you? No. Ah, fuck it, I'll blow up the donation machine. I want to buy another card. The High Priestess. This is gonna be good for bosses. Honestly. Although, even more honestly, I'm not really sure how much we need it, given that we're, like, just killing everything by looking at it. But, you know. We're gonna ignore that room. Well, actually, I did quite a number on him. Give me a deal with the angel room and give me Godhead if you're not a coward game. Alright, fuck you also. Blow up the skulls? That's not a bad idea, actually. I will blow up the ones that I passed by. Oh, did I actually just, like, completely not register this room at all in my brain? Because this is one where I should definitely be, blowing things up. I should blow up this, too, actually. Tears down. What a great pill.
Bombs are key.
Alright, well, that was mostly actively bad for us, but whatever. We're doing well enough right now that we can... Hey, it's the Black Rune! Also, I forgot to use, I forgot to use the item earlier and actually just used the card instead. Beautiful. Yeah, Horf has the best pill name. It's either Horf or Verp or has the best pill name. I'm torn. What is the Horf pill? It fires a single Ipecac shot.
Black Rune.
But the black rune plus blank card is very good, so I'm happy to have this. We've got basically like a better version of the Void, which is already a very good item. Blow up the ska, too late. I mean, really, the problem on that with me not doing that is that I was not enough of a boomer. Which was actually not the bomb joke I just realized I made, but rather that I was not meticulous and responsible enough. I'm going absolutely wild off of this power trip. We do not want that right now. We will come back when our thing is charged, and we will turn it into a stat upgrade. If we were still at a fairly low tier speed, it would not be a terrible item, but, I don't know who does the voices. Me neither, actually. Look. There's things in Isaac that are worth doing. I don't know if I'm at the point where I need to be blowing up skulls still on this run. Unless skulls can somehow give me speed upgrades, which is like the one thing that I'm still wanting at this point. Ooh, goody, a range upgrade. It's alright, everybody. We've got a range upgrade. Skulls can give you cards. Yeah, but I don't think any of the cards can give you a permanent speed upgrade. That's the coupon, which I don't really need right now. But I guess that's another thing I can eat with the black rune in a minute here. What's in the shop? What are you? Ace of Clubs. Well, that's not very useful. So I'm actually just gonna pop that now.
Ace of Clubs.
Because we're not using the death card function at all. And having an extra bomb is actually more valuable. Hey, the Justice card. We might occasionally use that one, so I will hang on to that. Wait, no, what Marone was getting at is that, like, cards for the blank card. I'm a fool. Another range upgrade. Wow, we're absolutely killing it. Listen. We all have bits here. Especially Isaac, he's just made of bits. Tell you what, Marone, I'll blow up these skulls for you. I'm 12 and will not hesitate to call my mom. Ah. Transgender humor. That's one thing that we have here that I do not think Mr. NL has any of really on his channel. For reasons that I feel are pretty obvious. Yeah, okay, let's just pop the Justice card and we'll hang on to the sun. It's a good day when someone key smashes in the first chat. That's how I know I'm fulfilling my twin goals of having a funny and gay channel. I think we can just head to the boss room. I am aware that we're on depths 2. Oh, hold on. I've got a message here. Alrighty, let's go. Message was not anything super important, but it was amusing, so I do not regret having read it. Am I going to share the message with you all? No. Well, maybe. Maybe at some point in the distant future you will need to have the message shared, and I'll share it then. When the time is right. We look like we look like a fucking tomato. You know, some days I don't like how easily amused I am. Other days it's very good, actually. Yes, that's who the message was from. It's from Marone's mother. Maronder. That doesn't really work. I don't know what I'm gonna use this money for now that I think about it. Guess if we find a gambling room somewhere. Look, if you genuinely don't want me to call you Marone, I will get myself out of the habit, but it's what your username was when I met you, so it's still what my mind defaults to. Gambling is bad, resumes playing Lobage. It was Watashi wa Marone. Yeah, but that just means my name is Marone, doesn't it? But anyway, I will endeavor to call you Bunny from now on. I am the watermelon. Hey, if you guys want to have a fun experience, go look up what a wild watermelon looks like. What's my items? What do I have? Mostly a bunch of tier and damage upgrades, parasitoid tiers, and blank card black rune. Which is my second favorite trip-hop production duo after Blue Sky Black Death. What rings you got, Bisk? Do people remember that meme still? That was some good times. What rings you got, Bisk? I mean, obviously you do, but... Well, thing is, 2010 is almost 10 years ago already, so, like... I don't know. Stuff's starting to fade into memory. Guppy's tail. Alright, well, at least we got some hearts. Something. Oh, hey, I can fight the angel and use the key as fuel for the black room, so I'm gonna do that. I will not be doing Mega Satan, because I find fighting him extremely tedious. We got another fucking range upgrade. I'm gonna fight this game. Masters of Ceremony is great. Where do you guys rank Jesus on the list of top MCs? I, like... Oh, well, we got the Yara rune. So, I guess we win. We got 2 Yara runes. I don't even know what to do with the other one. Can I curse the spell, maybe? No? Okay. Like, I don't disagree that Mega Satan is better than the Hush, but I still just don't really like fighting him. It's just kind of annoying, I guess. Like, it is hard, so it's not like it's like fake difficulty or whatever. It's just like, it's not really... It isn't my preference, you know? Void Boy. Yes, that's very true. I think Delirium is widely considered to be, if not the worst fight in the game, at least down there. I feel like having the Goat Hoof Trinket and the Goat Head item should give you something. There's my idea for the new expansion. Next lead single on Kamikaze 2.
Yera.
Yera. You know, I'm just gonna keep cloning these, actually. want to try to get a bunch of blue hearts, just kind of because. And if we get good items instead, that would be fine. Also, if we get spiders, then like, oh well. Clone it once more and crack it open? Yeah, I mean, it's bombs. Or if it's bombs, yeah. Sands. Sands? I talk about this more than is sensible, but that post that is, it was originally New York from I Love New York saying Beyonce, but instead she's saying Sands. It's extremely funny to me, and I don't really think there's a reason for that beyond Sands being funny inherently. Let's not get hit if at all possible. Alright. No deal with the whatever for me, I guess. Well, we managed to do it without that this time, so I guess that's fine, but still, it's a little bit annoying. Let's crack into the secret room here. What you got? 3 cents. Yeehaw. You guys excited about 3 cents?
Yera.
You know, it's been long enough. It is all just bombs. I'm going to commit a violent. Oh well. Sands. I think you mean 50 sands? Wait, no, fuck. 50 Cent, Blood on the Sands. It was right there. I'm an idiot. A fool. A moron. A baka. Yeah, Richard Die Trying is a good album. I like his mixtape stuff, too. Although it has been a while since I actually listened to any of it. I had a friend in middle school who was big into G-Unit. Which, that was like before I like even had any idea of what hip-hop was, basically. But, you know. Fuck it. Give me 2 of them. Alright. See, here's the thing. We now know that there's good stuff in the chest, so we can duplicate it and know that we'll get stuff for it. That's true, like, I did have many friends in middle and high school who were into things. It's basically just a piece of conversational filler I use. No, I did not know anybody who was into the Anti-Pop Consortium. Unless, like, internet friends count. If we're counting internet friends, there might have been somebody. I talked to a lot of, like, weird hipsters, basically, online in high school. Because that was kind of what the, like, one of the TV tropes demographics. But it's true, I do say that I wonder what people are doing now very often. It's because I do wonder about that, like, pretty often. Now, you might say that if I was really so curious, I would just look it up. But the thing is there that, like, looking up somebody on Facebook is kind of weird in my opinion. So I don't do that to people. You imagine streamers in 10 years. I mean, some people, like, not streaming, but some people have been at YouTube stuff for, like, 10 years. 15, even, in some cases. I was a fan of Little Keed. Keed is one of the ones that sounds like Young Thug, right? I do not know very much about the current state of Atlanta trap. I don't know if you know what a boomer is, Marone. Either that, or the definition changed at some point, and I just wasn't privy to it because I am that kind of boomer. So now just like anyone older than 20? Because, I mean, if that is what it means now, then that's fine, I guess, but... no worries. I did not slam my fist on the hardwood table. I did accidentally slam my cup on the hardwood table earlier. Actually, I'm not sure what this is made out of. It's some kind of wood.
Yera.
Yera. Conformist millennials. Alright. But really, what is a millennial when you think about it? It is my sincere opinion that, like, generational divides are mostly artificial. But, you know. I don't object too hard to being labeled a boomer most of the time. But I would be lying if I said it doesn't make me slightly insecure. You do occasionally, at my advanced age, start to get the feeling of being like 25 going on 52. So the thing I brought up yesterday, I was born between 89 and 01 and I'm by definition a millennial. See, you say that, but like other people have different definitions of the term that seem to have little to do with when you were actually born, and the same is true of the terms boomer and zoomer. Zoomer insecurity. I think a zoomer insecurity is called an intern. Yo, Isaac, if you could not do that? Cool, okay. I kind of was hoping I'd have a few more keys at this point. The boomers are the explodey boys from Left 4 Dead. Alright. Yes. Soul. Sad onion. Dry baby. Obsessed with cards and spent late nights howling at the moon. I mean, I am aware that people have complained about the youth since the dawn of time, basically. It's just like, I don't want to turn, in all sincerity, I don't want to turn into one of those people who is And I know people like this who are like 30, but act like they're like 70. Came up earlier in the social issues channel on my server in a context which does not have any bearing on what we're talking about, so I'll not repeat it, but there's people who are not much older than me that act like they are fucking, like, ancient. It's like, people who, use their age as an excuse for, like, not understanding things, or, more accurately, like, not wanting to understand things, be those, like, various social issues or technologies or whatever. Like, there are certain things that I legitimately don't really get because of my age. I'm probably never going to have a TikTok account, for example, but, like, it's one of those things where it's just not actually that big of a deal. Making food. D's nuts. Look, D's nuts is timeless. If anyone tries to tell you they don't understand D's nuts because of their age, they're lying to you. Or they are, like, from before a time when nuts was a synonym for testicles, which I think it would make them, like, literally a caveman. Remember when D's nuts ran for president? That I do remember. The iron bar. There's an item I don't see very often. After this, I'm gonna quickly vamoose for a minute, and then I will decide what, if anything, we're doing afterward. Because it is getting, like, reasonably late. No, it would not be funny, Go-Go. It would be horrible and evil, and I would hate it. The metronome. There you go. Where's my Zane? You're watching the wrong Isaac streamer for that. Zoomer metronome, don't trust you. Really makes me think. Why Simon? What? Is this a joke that I am either too young or too old to understand? Two of diamonds. That's a useful card to get on the last floor of the game. Yeet. It seriously just keeps giving me range upgrades. I'm gonna fucking throw my computer into the sun. It's a secret now? Alright. This is good, right? Yeah, holy light. Actually, I think I might call it after this run, just because I'm starting to get like a weird pressure headache. Which, if there's anything that does make me feel like a boomer, it's the fact that I apparently can't play video games for too long now, or my head starts to hurt. So that's, you know, an actual consequence of getting older. I think it might actually just be because of my general inner ear problems, but, you know, in some ways it is more convenient to blame it on age. Or you could blame it on the goose. Got me feeling goose. Sets apart the real gamers for the fake ones. Tell you what, I will, like, after I'm done with this run, I will get up and walk around for a sec and, see if I feel any better. Because sometimes you just, like, kind of need to get on your feet for a little bit. Don't do it. No, like, seriously. I've occasionally, like, ended streams because of this, and then I feel fine, like, 2 minutes later. We will see. Yeah, opposable time is our good friend counterclock. It's like time, but opposable. Also might be because I'm kind of dehydrated. So, I will be back in a second, and then I will see if I want to do more stuff or not. Ugh. Alright, folks. To be honest, I still kind of feel like crap, so I'm just gonna call this great stream here. Physically only, so, you know, no real problems, but, it's not good to, push your body beyond its limits. I mean, you hear horror stories about people streaming for like 8 hours straight, and then they 80 hours straight, and then they like fucking collapse or whatever. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. It was nice to do just like a quiet, fun little solo stream. I haven't done one of those in a very long time. Shapes and Forms will be back next week at the usual time. We only didn't do it this week because there was some stuff going on at my place, which is the one person's schedule we can't work around. I will probably also stream sometime this weekend at the very latest. Wait, no, today's Friday. Yeah, probably stream sometime this weekend also. But I will keep you guys informed of that on my server and on Twitter. What else is there to talk about? Go to planetjane.bandcamp.com and listen to my newest album. That's the thing you should do. But yeah. Other than that, I do not have anything else to say really. So good night, folks. See you around. Where's my waving emotes? like the, You know what? You know what I'll send y'all off with? A good old Oh My Dog. And the stream can no longer see this because I put the banner up, but it's a good dog. Good night, everybody.